Hi guys, I have a quick word for you guys. I was gonna post this word earlier today, but I'm here, I was at home, had editing a 2-hour video. So that video was very long. So if I got 2 hours out that video I think more than 2 hours. I think the recording time was about almost 3 hours. You know what I mean? Because there was times where I took a break, and oh gosh, it was a long video, but it's a good teaching. Okay, so that's gonna be posted later this evening or tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so you'll see when it's available and it's saying, hey, this much time left. It's gonna be a premiere, which means it's not a live, it's a premiere, which means the chat will be able to engage with each other. So if you're in the chat, you can engage with everybody else while you're watching it. And I might just put it out tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. But anyways, that's not the point of me making this video. The point of me making this video is the Lord revealed something to me last night. He said the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out, okay? And I asked God, I'm like, what is the truth? What truth is coming out? And he said about childhood, about the childhood, okay? So I told you guys that this month, it is Reap What You Sow month, but I also told you guys a lot of revelations are going to be revealed, and there's going to be vindication, there's going to be clarity, there's going to be closure, there's going to be vindication when it comes to your name. God is clearing your name, and God is revealing to people the truth about you. But in this particular case, in this particular word, God is revealing the truth to people about your childhood, okay? So for whoever this word is for, there's truths coming out about your childhood, which is good, which basically means whatever was hidden during your childhood, God is revealing it to people now. God is revealing it to people who looked past you, who did not believe you. And I want to share something with you. It's almost like a little testimony, not really a testimony, but an experience that happened to give you an idea as to what's happening for you and what's going to happen for you, okay? So when God gave me this word this morning, excuse me, he reminded me of something that I experienced in the past, okay? And in the past, I remember that the truth about my childhood was being revealed, except there was people that knew about my childhood, but they were pretending as if they didn't know, okay? So there was a time years back, when I went back to my old neighborhood in person, and I was hanging out with some family members, and there was some people in the neighborhood that I used to talk to back in the day. But back in the day, the grown-ups of these children that I used to talk to back in the day, they used to see me as this bad little girl, this bad little child, not understand what I was going through. So oftentimes I was always being bullied, going to school, and then being bullied on the way home from school. And then when I went home, I was also being bullied in my home, right? And so it was really hard for me. So there was times where I would lash out and I would snap. There was times where I wanted to commit suicide. There was times where I ran away from home. But everybody on the external, they're seeing me as this bad child because they're seeing my response to everything that was going on in my life. They're seeing my response to the abuse emotionally, mentally, and physically and spiritually that I was enduring, but they're not understanding why I was running away from home, why I was snapping, why I was crying. So they're only seeing the results and the response and not understanding the root of the issue. So the people that would oftentimes abuse me, they would tell a whole nother story, but my actions would make their story believable because they only saw the fact that, I was running away and all of that. So when I ended up going into the group homes, a lot of times when I was going from group home to group homes, they would put our stuff in garbage bags. So every time I would move from home to home, we never had suitcases. We always had garbage bags. And I remember one time God revealed a dream to me about all my stuff being in a garbage bag. And that was confirmation to me that there was something that was going on, or something that was going to be revealed to me or revealed to people about my childhood, but I never understood what it was. But I knew that God was taking me back to a place where I was being looked at as the bad child because I was always moving from home to home in the group homes, but I was also moving from home to home when I was with family because of the way people saw me. They never understood what I was battling internally. So he was showing me the garbage bag with my clothes in it as a representation of my childhood not being stable and me being kicked out of places and going from home to home, right? So he was showing me that as a representation. Okay. So shortly after, that was all revealed and stuff like that, I went back to that neighborhood now being an adult. Okay. This was years ago. And when I went back to that neighborhood, the same adults that, would basically think I was this bad child, a lot of them apologized to me. And they said to me that they always knew that I was abused. They always knew that I was going through a lot. And they said to me, to my face, they're like, I don't blame you for lashing out the way you did, for running away from home, for wanting to commit suicide, for being in and out the hospital. I don't blame you for the response that you had, that was coming out of you, because you were an abused child, right? And they all apologized. And at the time when I was going through all that as a child, they didn't say all that. They were just calling me this bad child. But when I'm an adult, they apologized and said that to me, which let me know that they knew the whole time that I was an abused child, and this was my response to being an abused child. So they knew the whole time what was going on, but none of them at that time stuck up for me. None of them at that time, decided to speak out and say, you know what, she's going through this, she's going through that. Why don't you stop abusing her? Maybe she won't try to kill herself. Maybe she won't run away from home. Maybe she won't run away from school if they stop bullying her. So, they never said all that. They just looked at it like, you need to behave, don't run away, don't do this, don't do that. But as an adult, they apologized to me and they let me know that they knew what was going on, right? So I want to share that with you, because last night when I got the word that the truth is coming out about someone's childhood, right, God was letting me know that this is a similar situation to my situation, where there's people that accused you, there's people that abused you, there's people that did certain things to you and hurt you, right? And you were looked at as the bad child, and you went years up until your adult years being looked at as this bad child. And what you don't understand is that a lot of people that saw you as the bad child, they knew you were not the bad child. They knew that your response was based on the way you were treated, and it wasn't right. But a lot of these people did not stand up for you. But the truth is coming out, where God is actually showing them what went down. So he's revealing revelations through dreams, he's revealing revelations through visions, and he's showing people what was going on in your life. And the people that even lied on you to make you look like something that you're not, to make it seem like whatever consequences that you went through, that you deserved it, God is literally going to expose these people. Okay, so I want to give you the confirmation. When he gave me that revelation, he brought me back to a place where I did receive some sort of vindication. I did receive apologies from people, and that, like I said, that was years ago. But he brought me back to that place where I felt exactly how you felt. You see what I'm saying? So I'm letting you know that you are going to see this physically, and you may even receive apologies similar to like what I did. Similar to like what I experienced, basically. Okay, I love you guys. And you guys are going to see the video tomorrow. I love you guys. I'm gonna get my kids some food because I'm tired. Love you guys. Bye.